I want you guys to look at this prism because you have seen the whole video. You will realize that FG, it is the perpendicular height of the triangle. Note that this prism is called a triangular prism because the base of the triangle, the base of the prism is a triangle. Alright, at times they won't put the base as I've done here on top or the bottom. They'll just put it on the sides. But you need to remember that triangular sides, those are the base of the triangle. And BD is simply the height of the triangle. So the height of the prism will be BD. It is the height of the whole prism. Whilst FG, it's only the perpendicular height of the triangles. And we've got two of these triangles. So if I calculate the area of these green triangles, all I have to do is just to multiply the area of this green triangle by 2 to get the area of the opposite triangle. That's all I have to do. Now with the triangular prism, it has three rectangular sides. It has three rectangular sides. The first side that you guys see here will be E, C, B, and D. All right, this is the first one, and then we've got that other one which is D, B, A, and F, and we've got the other one which is F, A, C, and E. All right, so there's three rectangular sides, but there's only two triangular sides, and those triangular sides we normally call them the base. Now this is the net of the triangle. I need you guys to understand that this is one side, then another side, and this is the another side. And then we've got this is the top side, and then the bottom side. So the area of this triangle will be the area of the triangle. We just calculate the areas of the triangle, but everything will be the same. So basically what I have here is 7 centimeters and 7 centimeters. That is also 7 centimeters. It's a side, okay? So basically it is simply this side will be 7. That side is 7, and hence this is side. This is that side which is ED. So this is still ED. It'll be 7. It'll be divided into 2. Part of it will go to the triangle and part of it will go to the side, okay? And then we've got that side. The height obviously is 5 centimeters. The height will be 5 centimeters. And then we've got this side which is EF. EF will be 5 centimeters, as well as CA will also be 5 centimeters. Okay, and this side here will simply be 4,24. So that will be 4,24, and that will be 4,24. Now for us to calculate the area of this side, you just take the length multiply breadth with 5 times 7, it will give 35. Area that one will be 5 times 5, which is this 5. It is this times that 5, and here it is 5 times 4,24. It will give you the area of this side. I've only calculated the areas of the triangular, of the rectangular sides. Now I have to calculate the area of the triangles, which is the top and the bottom. So basically when I calculate the area of the triangles, first of all I need the base and I need the height. The height of the triangle is 3 centimeters and the base is 7. So all I'm going to do is just to take this 7 and multiply it by 3 and just multiply it by half, and it'll give me the area of a triangle. I will show you shortly how you calculate that. Now the total surface area is basically what we've got right now. Now basically for me to get this 10,5, all I did was just to take 7 multiplied by 3 and you have it. Remember the area of a triangle. For us to calculate the area of a triangle, you take the base, you multiply it by the perpendicular height of that triangle. In this case the perpendicular height of the triangle was 3 centimeters. So there's two of this, which is 10,5 as well as 10,5. For you to calculate the total surface area of a triangular prism, this is what you're going to have. You will simply take this base multiplied by height, and then it'll be this side, which is 4,24 multiplied by the height to find the area of that, and I'm going to have this base multiplied by the height, which is that side, which will give me 25 squared centimeters, and this represents 2 triangles, which is the top triangle. So basically, you calculate that 10,5, you simply take 7, which is the base multiplied by the perpendicular height of the triangle, which is 3 centimeters. Now, I'm going to do substitutions, and when you calculate the substitutions, this is what you will simply basically substitute those, and the total surface area will simply be 102,2. So basically it is 35 squared centimeters plus 10, 5 squared centimeters plus 21,2 squared centimeters plus 10,5 squared centimeters plus 25 squared centimeters. It will give me my total surface area of my triangular prism. A triangular prism is made up of 2 triangles and 3 rectangles. I have explained that some of the lengths of the rectangles is made up of the perimeter of the triangle. Okay, basically some of the areas of the triangle, some of the areas of the triangle is made up of the perimeters. I won't dwell much into that, but I just need you guys to be able to calculate the total surface area for a triangular prism. And this will be your classwork 1, classwork 3. Now let us look at a cylinder. What is a cylinder? A cylinder has a base that is a circle, and also the top part of the cylinder will be a circle and the bottom part will be a circle. So we'll have 2 circles. And then we've got a circular body, but that circular body, we're gonna cut it, all right? We're gonna cut it into half to form a rectangle. Okay, we're gonna cut it and then unfold. So I'm gonna cut the blue part and then unfold it. When you cut the blue part and unfold it, it'll give you a rectangle. So all I'm going to do is just to cut it here and unfold it. So when I unfold it, I will get a rectangle. But this part of the cylinder is what we call the circumference, all right? And there's 2 parts. There's 2 of this part, which is a circumference. I know that in rugby, in cricket, we normally call it a boundary. And there's a formula we use to calculate the circumference. So basically, for us to get the total surface area of a cylinder, we need to calculate the area of a circle, which is the top part, and multiply it by 2 because it will repeat itself. It will be congruent to the area of the circle at the bottom. The area of the circle on top, it will be congruent to the area of the circle at the bottom. And then we've got the height of the cylinder. The height of the cylinder is simply this part over here. I'm just going to play the previous one for you. Please look at the cylinder. Here, I just wanted you to see the cylinder where the radius of the circle of the top part of the cylinder, which is the top circle, is 4 centimeters, which will be identical to the radius of the circle at the bottom, and the height of the cylinder is simply 5 centimeters. I'm going to actually split this, take the top part out, which is a circle, and take the bottom part out, which is also a circle, and I'm going to cut the body of the cylinder, which is blue, and unfold it, and when I unfold it, I will get a rectangle. So basically the top part will be a circle, the bottom part will be a circle, but the body, when you cut it and unfold it, it will give you a rectangle, where that part is simply the circumference of the circle, and that part is also the circumference of the circle, and obviously we do have radius of the circle, which is 4 centimeters as I've given you. It will be the same as as the bottom part of the circle, and then we've got the circumference of that circle is the same as the length of the rectangle. So basically I'm just showing you where I've cut the circles out, and I also show you that the length of my rectangle will be the same as my circumference. Hence the length of the rectangle will also be 2 pi r, because that is the circumference of the circle. And then I've got the height of the cylinder, which is just 5 centimeters. I've quickly calculated the area of the top circle. The area of the circle on top will simply be pi r squared, where the r will simply substitute 4, and when you square it will be 16 squared. And when you find pi 16, that will give you will have to press a button which is as A, and it will give you 50,27. So the area of the top part of the circle will simply be 50,27, and the area of the bottom part of the circle will be 50,27. The area of the body, which is the part that I've cut out, will simply be length times breadth, which is just the height, perpendicular height of the cylinder, multiplied by the circumference, the length of the circumference, because the length of that rectangle will be the same as the length of the circumference, and that will simply give me the height will be 5 centimeters, and obviously the circumference is 2 pi, where there's r I substituted 4, and I will get the area of the body, which is the blue part, which is 125,66. When you add 50,2 multiplied by 2 plus 125,66 will give you the total surface area. So this is how you calculate the total surface area of the cylinder. You will simply take the area of the circle, the top part of the circle, and just multiply it by 2, because there's 2 parts of the circle, which is the top part and the bottom part. And the area of the body will just be 2 pi, where there's r, you substitute the radius, which is 4, and the perpendicular height, which is 5, and then it will give you a total surface area of 72 pi, and that will simply give you 226,2 squared centimeters, which is just 50,27 plus 125,66 plus 50,27. And this will be your classwork 4.